Good morning all. So I did actually try to run a members only stream. Didn't work. So here we are, public. I will persevere with the members only thing. Now, please excuse the mess, as you can see. We had a bit of a... Well, we had one disaster and we had one intentional chaos event, shall we say. Let me know if my mic is working. I don't want to be shouting at this time of the morning. It is currently 6:18 AM where I live. It is 20 past 11 in the UK, 20 past 12 in mainland Europe, and sometime in the future in Australia and New Zealand. And I will go through the little disaster we have had. So, Steve, what are we saying about your mic? Let's see. So, this mic I've got here, I have got to speak into this exact point there, where the writing is. See the writing? If I don't point my voice exactly into that, then the audio's not good. And I'm thinking that your mic might be the same. You've been speaking into that bit and it goes quiet. So some mics are like that, you have to, they're directional, or whatever the term is. There's a bit of an echo, is there? Let me just check all the other cams then. Make sure they are switched off. Shouldn't be an echo. That's frustrating. I wonder if it's just an echo when I run the mobile cam. Oh, that's a terrible time to try the mobile cam. I want to get everything right for the Canada Day stream tomorrow night. Switching off every other mic. I think the train cam was on. I think that was what the problem was. So this cam is still a little bit jerky on close-up stuff, but it's not as laggy. And I think the problem was I was trying to run too many Wi-Fi cameras at once. So that, as I say, this one's a wee bit jerky. The faster the train goes, the more jerky it will be. But it's not too bad like that. I am just making sure all the other audio is off. I think it is. Anyway, good morning Chorlton Junction. So you come in there, welcome. Oh, echo gone now. Yeah, I think I had one of my webcam's audio switched on. And good morning Daz. I'll wait another few minutes and I will tell you of my mini disaster. Okay, let's just make sure this cam is going to work. Anyone want to guess what that is that you're looking at right now? Steve, the frames per second is as high as it can go, so it's really dependent on the stream itself, to be honest. Now, this cam that you're watching just now is an iPhone Wi-Fi connected to the PC, but it comes via the router which is upstairs, so there's a certain amount of loss in FPS using that one. No, Tom, it wasn't floodlights. Not a converter. Yeah, the frames per second should be 60, you know, that's what the camera's set to, but I'm never going to get 60 on a live stream like this, using Wi-Fi bouncing all over the place. Okay, so the first thing, good morning, Sidetrack 77 Holly. The first thing that happened was, and this is a good thing, my youngest son has moved back to live with us for a while, till he decides what he's doing next in life. But that meant rearranging the whole house because my wife's office was currently where his bedroom is. So my wife had to move all her office stuff down to the room next door, which means I had to evict half my stuff into the train room. So we have got stuff all over the place until I make some more shelves. So not the end of the world, it's good that number 2 son is back with us for a while. But I do have a bit of rearranging to do around the train room. Okay. Welcome, Malt, New Zealand. Unicorn is not new. Unicorn was actually built or created for the last layout, and it's an important aspect to the layout. If anyone wants to guess why the unicorn is important, actually I'll go and grab it, give you a closer look, okay? Oh, I've also been working on this camera. When I was watching a replay of the last stream, my beard was sparkly, and my beard isn't actually sparkly, so I've toned things down a bit so it shouldn't be quite so highly detailed, overly highly detailed, which, you know, too much contrast, too much sharpness. I think it should be a wee bit mellow now, okay? Wow, good morning, Brian. Don't usually catch you on a stream, but that's partly why I've done this stream quite so early. Because it's a bit unfair to all my lovely Brits and European viewers if I do the stream, which I'll be doing tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. That's like 1 in the morning in the UK. But that's a Canada thing, so it's fairly well aimed at North Americans, Canadians, Americans if they're interested, because I'm sure I'll be seeing a lot of Independence Day, 4th of July streams on the 4th, so that's why I'm doing it tomorrow night at 8. This is just a little test stream, and I thank you all for joining me. We get 26 people, so I'm going to tell you what my... Oh no, I was going to get my unicorn. Hold on a second. Morning, Bakey Bean. Oh, that's weird. I'm here and I'm there, and oh my goodness, I'm all over the place. So, someone did say something about Scotland in regards to the unicorn. Okay, it's really bright. Anyway, the importance of the unicorn. Let me see who that was. Oh yeah, I fixed the stream now. It should be this image should be good now. It's a wee bit bright. It's a bit blown out there from a unicorn. Let me turn the brightness down on my lamps. That's better. Right, who was it? Who was it? Thank you, Tom. So, the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. I know that sounds like a joke, but it really is. There's not many left, to be honest. They're quite rare now out in the wild. Anyway, so that was going to be a little statue for the... It was actually the viewpoint on my last stream, so I need to make a new area for the unicorn to live. Right, 30 people, that seems like a nice round number. I will explain my mini disaster, okay? As you may or may not know, I use my iPhone to do all my videos. Well, not anymore. Do you see that lovely smashed lens? So, videos are on halt. Now, I know you're thinking, but there's another 2 lenses there, but that one there, yeah, that's the main lens that I use for all the videos I do. So I need to get that repaired, and of course nothing is going to be open until Tuesday because Canada Day tomorrow, and chances are I'll need to get the part ordered in, that little lens. I'm not buying a new phone just for that lens. I'll be able to get this repaired, but it's going to be probably Wednesday or Thursday before I get this back and I can start making videos. So someone dropped it when they went to the shops. God, I mean, I've got a nice rubber cover on it and everything, but it must have just landed on one little pebble on the car park, directly on that lens. So that sucks balls. Anyway, hello Kyle, welcome along. Did I miss anyone else? No, I think we're good. It still works. It still works as a phone, but I've got to get it fixed, obviously, because that's my livelihood, you know. I did think about just upgrading again, because that's an iPhone 13. I think we're up to 15 now, but it's not worth it. Here's the deal, right? Because that was the first thing my wife said. She says, "Are you not due to get a new phone anyway?" Because it's like you get a sort of a 2-year contract with these phones through the mobile service providers, and you pay like $40 extra every month for these phones, because you know these phones are like $1,600 or something crazy. So that was my wife's first thought, was get a new phone. You're due one. I says, well, no, because as much as you can get really high quality video from iPhones, I'll turn that music down, it's just suddenly blasting at me. As much as you can get really high quality video, how many people actually watch videos on 4K? Okay, most people are 1080p, high definition at the most. I would say 99% of people watch it on that or less. Not many people watch it in 4K. So there's really no point upgrading the phone if all I want is a working camera. Maybe when everyone starts watching everything in 4K, then it's time to move up camera, right? Right, Harley, welcome. There's 2 lenses for recording videos. Yes, I know that, but it's going to get confused with one cracked lens and one clear lens. And I don't want to mess it up, you know. I've got older phones I could possibly use, but I'll just wait. I don't mind. Nikozana Namoi. Wow, hi from South Africa. You're very welcome. Is it Nke? Nkos... I'll try again. Nkosozana. You probably have to say it in an accent to get that name correct. But I hope I didn't ruin it too much for you. Good morning, Monsville. Or evening. Sorry, you're in Ausland, aren't you? What else are you talking about? See, all you guys, you can just copy paste hi with that name, but I'm the only one that has to try and pronounce it. Okay, let's see how our mobile cam, our little train cam's going. That's not too bad, is it? And the last time it was an absolute disaster. Oh yeah, so I was asking you what the... Where is it? Oh, now you need to wait for it to come round again. So the thing I was asking you what you thought it was... Sorry, New Zealand. New Zealand. It's even further away than Australia. G'day from Tony Taylor. Goodness, lots of Australians and New Zealanders in today. Guess that's why I started to stream at 6 in the morning. Thank you very much, Harley. And I'm guessing I've forgotten about. I think you're in the States, so you've got your 4th of July coming up shortly. That'll be Thursday. Thursday's Independence Day, 4th of July for the Americans. Oh yeah, so I was asking you what that thing. I'll wait till we get round to it, okay? I'm trying not to talk too loud because everyone's still asleep upstairs. Unless they all get notifications that their stupid dad was online again. And then the eye rolling begins, you know. Oh, we're going to cross some points, that's why we're a bit shaky there. Oh, Harley's in Edmonton. Well, a very happy Canada Day when it comes. And good morning, James. James, did you manage to get to New Brunswick? Or are you still waiting on a plane? So tell me this, what radio channel do we all listen to you on then? I'm going to switch cameras for now because no one wants to look at blurry rocks. So James, you probably came in just after I told everyone about my little mini disaster. My beloved camera lens is smashed. So I won't be making videos till about Wednesday, Thursday. I did try to do a members only live stream about an hour ago. That failed miserably. It just wasn't working at all. So I guess I need to just make dedicated members videos. But not at the moment because, you know. So I am thinking for... Wait, what was that? Not a fair question, Dave. Not a fair question. It was about to get blurry. Not a fair... I'm still waiting for this not a fair question. I was just asking what radio station you were on. Oh, right, so James is now in Newfoundland. I don't know why they say Newfoundland when it's Newfoundland, but hey, I thought Newfoundland would be over in Scandinavia. Maybe that's just old Finland. Right, Harley says, work for a local radio station, but I love listening to Q107 FM. Yeah, I know, but I thought you were going to be on the radio station, that's why it would be fun to listen to you. Or do you just work at the radio station? Is that the deal? Oh, by the way, don't look at those trucks. You don't see them until tomorrow morning for the Mail Call Monday, okay? Just ignore you saw those trucks. Special gift from Steve, B&Q Shortline. Okay, it was this thing that was asking what you thought that was. No one guessed correctly. Good morning, Ivo Van Zon in Newfoundland. Newfoundland's much nicer to say. So this train cam is Munsville. This train cam is an old iPhone, which I've got hooked up wirelessly with Irion. I tried it before and it was really jerky, but that's because I was using 4 different iPhones, really old iPhones, hooked up to Irion, and it only liked one at a time. So it's a little bit jerky, but that's only because the Wi-Fi signal has to go from the phone up to the router and back down to the PC, which is why the frames per second isn't perfect. So as you can see, I've got a lot of tidying up to do before we do our stream tomorrow night, but that's okay. I'll do most of the tidying up today, and then I'll be spending Canada Day with my family, and then at 8 o'clock we shall go live. No, no, James, you didn't see any trucks. You didn't see any trucks. Right, let me go and grab that thing that you didn't actually know what it was, okay? That wiring is ready to install my LED lighting for that whole area. I'm going to do a 12 volt DC circuit along that whole stretch for the station and all these buildings for their lighting. I was going to start that today, but then, you know, broken camera. Right, I'm going to plug this in so you can see what on earth that is. Good morning, Rebel. Welcome along. Try to find an empty socket I can plug this into. Well, I've plugged it in, but nothing's happening. I wonder if there's an on-off switch. Oh, there it is. Okay, all will be revealed. This is... oh goodness, well that's quite bright when you shine it directly at the camera. I'm probably destroying it. So it is a UV light for... you know, I'm thinking of all the other... oh, I just stared at it, now I'm blind. It's for curing my resin prints, but I do have a dedicated machine to do that now that spins, but that's what I used to. That's quite warm. Surprised at how warm that is. But I just thought that's basically a black light. I could have some fun with that if I switch the lights off and have the odd white thing going around the track. But that's just silly. I can't go over how bright that is. Awesome. Well, I suppose it's meant to simulate the sun, right? Okay, so this stream is not really a proper stream. This is really just a test stream, as I mentioned. And so far, that cam is looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Oh, the snowy trees, yeah, they definitely need Christmas decorations, but we'll do that at Christmas. Oh, Rebel, the bad news was I'm going to have to do this every time someone comes in. This is my main video camera on my phone, and as you can see, we have a smashed lens. So no videos till Wednesday, Thursday maybe, if I can get it fixed by then. Hence why I'm doing a wee extra live stream just now. Plus, I just want to test everything, make sure it's all running nice for tomorrow night. Might try and find some Canadian music as well. Good morning, Haunted Railway. Jake. How did it happen, Jake? Someone dropped it outside Sobeys when they went to the shops. Idiot. If I ever find that person, oh, he's in trouble. So the great thing about the old iPhone as a train cam, it's obviously a really nice picture. The downside is obviously it kind of doesn't look prototypical, shall we say, but we don't generally follow around the camera. We only see what the camera sees, right? Tom, someone dropped it in the car park. Someone, okay, get it right. But yeah, so that's what the train cam looks like. I did a video on it to show how I made it. It really didn't take long, but I did need to add a lot of extra weight to the boxcar so that it didn't topple over. Yeah, that's why I decided to use an iPhone Rebel, because obviously they're already Wi-Fi enabled. You don't need a contract or anything, it's just Wi-Fi straight to the house router. And it works fine, but it only works fine with one application. I use Irian software, and you can really only use one camera at a time or it slows everything down. So frames per second a wee bit slower than I would like, but picture's clear, it's not laggy. I'm fine with that. No, Tom, for goodness sake, Tom. It was me! I'm the someone. Okay, I'm the idiot. I just don't want to say it out loud. So this is where all the locos who are waiting for their decoders live. And I just can't decide which one to do next. I've got the cotton belt, I've got a couple of CNs to do. And of course I've got the snowplow that I'm going to add a decoder to as well. Using a well car would be a good idea for the camera, to be honest. I've only got one and it's not very high quality. But then again, would I want to sacrifice a high quality well car to add a phone? Someone actually sent me who was it? Someone sent me an email with pictures and a whole design, a big bit of paper with lots of words on how they made their well car into a cam car. It was really good. I should look that up, but I get so many emails and my memory's garbage. But yeah, a well car would be better because the centre of gravity is already quite low, but you still have to add a lot of weight because it's going to be top heavy, right? Don't worry, I'm building a lake. The lake will be going in the national park just to the right of the right hand side is where the lake is going to be. We'll get to it, don't worry. The confession, who needs it? Oh yeah, this whole section here, I just want all the lighting done. The first step is getting the wiring done on the underside, and then drill lots of holes so I can poke all the wires through. And then I've got a controller that David sent me, which will be ideal. Basically it's a 12 volt in, and there's lots of different plugs. It's like a little... Let me go and dig it out. Back in a sec. course I can't find it. Basically it's a little motherboard and it's got a little volume control, well, a power control. And on the motherboard you've got the 12 volt coming in, and then you've got lots of different powered connectors for different voltages, different amperages. It's very cool. So that not everything's going to be the same brightness, you know. Yes, Dave, yes, the problem was I was trying to run too much at once with the Arian software. So just one cam, it's fine. Oh, for goodness sake, Siobhan, get some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow night if you're about. Goodness, you must be over in the west coast then. And as I said before, just ignore those lovely trucks. You'll see them all tomorrow morning for Mail Call Monday, okay? Although I do love them, but you'll see them tomorrow in better detail. That's the crew getting ready to excavate for the national park. I've got a lot of tidying up to do as well. As I said, I need to make new shelving for all this stuff that used to live in the other room. Good morning, Spring Cottage Model Railway. Nice of you to drop by. I turned that music up too loud, didn't I? It's better. It's amazing the different people that you see if you start your stream at 6 AM my time. All the locals to me are going to be, apart from Siobhan apparently, but everyone else is going to be still in bed. Especially the folks in the west coast. It's still like 7, or almost, not 7, 4 AM. But no, this stream is just testing and making sure everything's working nicely for tomorrow. So if anyone's got some suggestions and some fun activities we can do tomorrow on the Canada Day stream, by all means leave a comment. Open to all suggestions. I've got a few ideas myself. Spring Cottage is in Europe again. Right, Dave is asking about an email that sent me about some sewer line equipment. Yes, I did get that, Dave. I'll get back to you soon. I've just been dealing with some things. Actually, I had to do a lot this weekend. I had to do first. Had to replace a tap or faucet in the kitchen, and that sounds easy enough until you realise that you don't have access to your mains tap to turn the water off without removing half the house. So I had to do that, and now we've got some weird vibration going on behind the walls because there's an airlock, so that was fun. The other thing, oh yeah, just before I started the stream, there's a puddle underneath the fridge freezer, so the freezer's broken and defrosting everything. So that's either going to need replaced or fixed. Probably replaced. It is quite old, but it means I've got a lot of defrosting meat upstairs, and there's nothing I can do about it. I was going to cancel the stream so that I could take care of it, but what's the point? Nothing I can do at 6 in the morning. But no doubt when wifey gets up, she'll be freaking out that all the meat's defrosting. I guess we're going to have a big barbecue tonight. For goodness sake, I think the fridge might still be... Who cares? Who cares about my woes, right? I'm just happy that this little train cam's working, not too bad. The wire is for wiring up that whole back wall for LED lighting. Oh, that song sucks. Let's get rid of that, it's horrible. That'll do. A bit more appropriate, right? Yeah, if the fridge is still working, I can cook the meat and put it in the fridge. However, there's certain things that will not reheat very well, like burgers and ribs and all that kind of stuff, you know. Fish, ugh. It's okay, you know what, it's not the end of the world, these things happen, just don't stress about stuff like that. Although I will be stressing a bit about the price of a new fridge freezer. Because of course, you can't just buy a normal fridge freezer in North America. It has to be a gigantic stainless steel double thing with a screen that tells you when you're running low on food, because no one's got eyes anymore. We can't actually look and see that we're running low on milk. No, I'm joking. I'm not getting a fridge freezer with internet access. That's just dumb. But they are quite expensive, unfortunately. Oh, I wouldn't be posting that in public. Malt. Is it malt or is it malt? It's a very interesting name. Malt. Malt New Zealand. I don't know. Is it malt like whiskey or what? Oh, Rebels. Rebels got the idea. He's got the coffee brewing away. Oh, also I changed this camera as well because it was a wee bit, I mentioned before, it was making my beard all sparkly. So the contrast was too high, the sharpness was too high as well. I just turned all the little bars up and it was too much. So I think it's better now. Can't see my spots and my pores. Swapped this camera out as well because it was a bit fuzzy wuzzy. Swapped this camera with that camera, which looks fine up there, but it looked terrible down there. But I think that one looks fine. That camera's the same, that camera's the same. Still got all my little dancers and my UFO and my twister and all these little things. Oh, I'll tell you what, you may have just noticed that I've added in the last 2 minutes is these little shelters on the platform. Oh, wap 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 wah. So, fun and games. Fun and games. Anyway, switch them off for now. Always trying to find new things to make the stream a bit more entertaining and all that. Okay, I'm still no further forward. Malt, like the start of my first name and the start of my last name together. Which only helps if we know what your first and last name is. We'll just call you Malt. Malty. You know, I did have, when we first moved into this house, I thought it would be a great idea to get a standalone gigantic freezer and put it in the garage. For, you know, we were just obsessed with Costco and buying bulk meat. You do these daft things when you move to a new country. So basically it was full of meat, and after a couple of weeks of not visiting said freezer, I noticed a really bad smell in the garage. Freezer had broken and everything had defrosted, and I had rotten meat sitting there for 2 weeks. You don't want to know what it was like when I opened that. It was like a scene from Dexter. It was really bad. So I had to... I know I'm actually starting to feel... I'm starting to gag just thinking about that, but it was nasty. But the good thing is it was in the garage on the concrete floor, so I could clean it out. If that had happened in the house, oh my god, we would have had to move house. No, we couldn't have lived that like that. Yeah, so these little shelters, I got them from Steve as well. They're obviously just sitting on roughly in place. They're a wee bit wide for the platform, but the platform will be getting bigger at some point. Everything here that you see is going to get removed when I start doing all the wiring, of course. Put it somewhere safe. I want lights in that station building. I want lights everywhere. I want to be able to run this whole layout without any overhead lights on. So it'll all be street lights, platform lights, building lights, even lights in those little canopies. It'll look really good. We had the Fuser before I had all the project cars. I had loads of room back then. Not all of the vehicles are 187. Let's see. Most of them are. The two police cars that you pass by are just Hot Wheels cars, but they're not too bad. It's quite hard to get those particular SUV, you know, the Ford. It's not the Ford Escape, that would be a terrible name for a police car. The Ford Explorer. I can't seem to get a Ford Explorer police car anywhere. They're really hard to get. But if you know about Hot Wheels and how they package things, everything has to fit in a blister pack. So the bigger the vehicle in real life, the smaller it's going to be scale-wise. So it's always good to buy like trucks and big vans in Hot Wheels packs because they're getting quite close to HO. That FedEx is a Hot Wheels FedEx van, but it's actually really quite close because it's got to squeeze into a normal blister pack. But no, it looks pretty good. Oh, Tom's away to work in the garden. Enjoy. I think we're actually getting some nice weather today. I might have to go outside. What's that? Watch out for things that bite or scratch. Yes, indeed. I do have some 00 scale vehicles actually. There's a red double-decker bus at the other side of the layout from this. And there's a couple of cars as well. This one here, again, I got this from Steve. This is a 00 scale, but because it's British, it's quite small anyway compared to North American cars, so it actually looks not too bad. I've got this that I 3D printed and I've still to paint it. This is a 187 scale little Lotus 7, like the one I'm supposed to be building in the garage, you know. Oh, wish we'd focus better. It's a cracking little print though. One day I'll get around to painting it. I could do it right now. Will we do it now? Let me grab some paint, might as well. I can print it again if I wreck it, right? I just noticed this camera's starting to get jerky again. Oh, it was doing so well. That's a shame. Okay, I think I figured out why it was... I figured out why the cam was starting to get really slow. It's low battery. What a surprise. And very hot. I need to drill some holes in that boxcar or it's going to burn up. Okay, I do have another solution for using an old iPhone without it doing the jerky thing, which is another program called, let me guess, let me find out what it's called. Lost it. Somewhere, oh, Camo Studio, okay, it's called Camo Studio. And the good thing about Camo Studio is you can plug your phone in with your lightning cable cord and it doesn't use the wireless signal, it uses it directly from the phone. So what I'll do is I'm going to set this up right now and we're going to paint that little car, because why not? And I think that's all I'm going to actually get done today, because people are going to start getting up and giving me the rolling eyes, you know. Where is... I'm looking for my wee tripod. Right, let's get this on its wee tripod. See you later, Daz. This is going to make all sorts of bling blong noises when I plug this in. Give me a second. And I need to switch on the proper program. Oh goodness, so much software to switch on and off. Camo Studio. Right. Loading. Hold on, folks. Okay, this should be silky smooth. Let's try this. Nope, not that one. Let's see. There we go. So this is going to be my desk cam now, which is, as you can see, pretty smooth, right? Where'd that wee car go? There he is. I think I could even zoom this in. Hold on a second. What functions do we have? Move it over there. Turn the music down a little bit. Where's the zoom? Could have sworn there was a zoom in this. It's not focus. Anyway, let's go on with this. I just want to paint this and get it done. Okay, colour suggestions for this little car. And it can be more than one colour, remember. Traditionally, these Lotus 7s had a sort of stainless steel hood with coloured body panels. Meanwhile, while you're giving me suggestions and colours, I'm going to mess with this camera and see if I can get it to zoom a bit. Found it. There we go. Doesn't focus very well when it zooms that far. It's not bad. That'll do it. Green with yellow stripe. Because that would be easy. Goodness sake. Am I supposed to do a yellow stripe by hand? Don't be ridiculous. I mean, green and yellow is a traditional colour for that. Spring Cottage reckons stainless with British Racing green panels. I'm tempted to do that. I don't know if I've got British Racing green. I think that's the closest I've got. That does not look green in camera, but trust me, it's the right colour. Ah, yellow nose. Yellow nose, right, let's go with a... Oh, goodness, wait a minute. Green with yellow. Let's try that. Right, Ivo says yellow nose, silver body, green fenders. I like that idea as well. Let's start with the yellow nose. I think that one's better. It wouldn't have patina because it's stainless steel. I think I'll paint the grille black. Give it some depth. I should have left it in autofocus. This is rubbish now. Leave it on that. I need to print some more so they can have a race, apparently. Right, what are we thinking? Silver? Silver? Oh, I don't know if I've got silver. I think I've got a light grey somewhere. That would probably work, right? I mean, I'm sure I've got silver paint, but that would mean breaking out the paintbrushes and stuff, you know? Hello, Happy Valley. I'm just doing a wee bit of a test stream today. I was testing out my train cam, which worked fine until the battery went dead, so that'll be good for tomorrow. Now I'm working on this cam, which is Camo software, using my iPhone, but it's plugged in. What colour did we reckon? Green for the fenders? Yeah, let's do that. Come back to the silver later. That's not the right shade of green. That's the closest I've got. Sorry. I know it looks blue in the camera, but it's really not. I was going to do the grill black, wasn't I? Oh, I'm sure I've got a really nice fine black pen. Let me give it a shake. That's looking quite nice. If only it would focus. So we'll do some suspension parts black as well. And the tyres, because I accidentally painted them, which is fine because tyres are black. I'm sure I would do a much better job if I wasn't trying to do this in a live stream, but hey. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I really wish I had this silver. I'm going to try this pen to see if it's terrible. If it's terrible, I'll paint it properly with silver, with actual silver paint, okay? That's not too bad. Yes, it is a Thingiverse model. Sorry, I didn't mean to shout out there, but yes, it's a Thingiverse download. You know, I was trying to be smart and just paint. Oh, we're out of focus again. Stupid camera. Yeah, I was trying to be smart and leave the cowl a different colour, but I'm just going to paint this all the way up to the top. Or up to the windshield is what I was meaning to say. Gonna have to paint that bit green again. I need to get finer brushes. These pens are good, but they're just not sharp enough. Oh boy. So this stream's kind of all over the place. It was meant to just be a test stream. I'm not even supposed to be on. I'm supposed to be in bed. Good morning, Jersey Bill. Just messing about this morning. I don't really want to wreck my little car anymore. It's a bit of a waste, so I might just stop that. I obviously didn't get enough sleep last night because I'm completely babbling. Just try to fix the mess I made there. Alright, did anyone come in? No, people are leaving. I can't blame you. I can't blame you for leaving. It's an absolute disaster of a stream. This is what happens when I don't prepare. Tomorrow's stream will be much better because I will have actually prepared things and there'll be trains to run. At the moment, all I've got is my cam train without a cam on it. I'm digging these little shelters though. It would be very cool to have lights in them. I think I've got another one somewhere as well. Yes, Bill, I was trying to colour it, but my pen is not... my pen isn't fine enough, and I'm just... Every time I paint a part, it paints over the next part, and I'm chasing my backside constantly, trying to get it right. Oh goodness, blank screen. So, I'll tell you what I'll do. We're going to quit. We're going to quit the stream. It was really just a little tester stream. My train cam works, but it has to be fully charged and it can only run for an hour. This cam works absolutely fine, but I think this one down here works fine. But it doesn't work great with the zoom, to be honest. So I think that'll need to just be zoomed all the way back, and that's nice and sharp, okay? And that'll be used for doing work on trains, etc. Crafty stuff. Yeah, because the wee car probably looks better there, yeah. Need to mess with the brightness setting though, it looks a wee bit off. And there's no lag with that at all, so that's a good cam. Train cam's fine. Face cam, I got rid of my sparkly beard. I think we'll be good to go. So, did anyone leave comments on what we're doing tomorrow? Yeah, well, I don't like pointlessly babbling, Ivo. I just feel that's... I don't know, it's... You're not You're not creating value just by babbling nonsense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do sometimes have streams where people are just welcome to drop in and babble as much as they'd like. But that's not what my Sunday streams are about, and Monday especially. No babbling. Okay, right. I will see you all tomorrow. I need to spend the rest of the weekend fixing fridges and plumbing issues. Wonderful. Okay. Anyway, thanks for helping me test stuff out. Sounds good, video's good. We'll be good. Right, I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Well, not all of you, because most of you will be in bed like normal.